Hi guys, it's Jason here with another video, and we're going to break down the Week 11 matchups in the Ncaa. We talk about all the Power 5 schools. We'll talk a little about the college football playoff. A couple of things that caught my eye. Let's talk about the ACC. Duke in North Carolina. This is going to be more entertaining than the basketball matchups. This year, I think Duke's a very good basketball team. I think Duke should get the victory just like basketball this year. I said Duke gets the victory. Virginia and Liberty. Virginia stepping out outside of the ACC. Virginia taking Pitt. Pitt controls their destiny to the ACC title game. I said Pitt continues to win. Miami and Georgia Tech. I like Miami to get the victory there. Florida State, Notre Dame, 4:30 NBC in Winbush. It's not playing for this game. I'll be in the book. It's not playing it, so Winbush will get the start. I don't think it matters for Notre Dame, especially against Florida State team, 4 o'clock on NBC, Notre Dame Sports Network. So I think Notre Dame gets a big victory, but could it struggle? They have struggled in the past with Winbush at quarterback. Clemson and Boston College, 5 o'clock. Clemson is a 19.5-point favorite. I know game date's going to be there, ABC primetime game. Everybody wants to go with BC. I just don't see it. I think Clemson's offensive power. I actually have Clemson number 1 in my poll. I think Clemson's a little bit better than Alabama. Their defensive line is very, very great. I think Clemson gets the victory there, and I think it's going to be a 3-touchdown game. It's going to be a big game for the Tigers. For the Big 12, TCU and Virginia, 9 a.m. FS1. I think West Virginia continues to roll Greer. He's about the second or third NFL prospect. On the one he's going to probably be a first round pick, just regardless of Herbert coming back. If not, he could be a second round pick, but Will Greer is very good. Kansas and Kansas State, 9 a.m. I think Kansas State gets a victory. It could be Bill Snyder's final year at K-State. Oklahoma State, Oklahoma, Bedlam, 12:30. Bedlam means no defense. So, points low. It's going to be an 80-point ball game. But I think Oklahoma, just like Kyler Murray, a little bit better than Oklahoma State has. Iowa State Beta, FS1, 12:30. Iowa State 20. They're 22 in the rankings. I don't get it. Iowa State is a little bit underrated for me at this point. I like Iowa State to win. Texas and Texas Tech, 4:30 on Fox. I like Texas to get the victory. Big 10, let's just go through a couple of games. Ohio State, Michigan State, 9 a.m. on Fox, just after the game day. I like Michigan State. I think Ohio State's defensive rules are pretty bad. I like the Spartans to get a victory. They've had key moments against Ohio State. For me, Ohio State is already a team that's eliminated in the playoffs. For me, even if they win out. Penn State, Wisconsin. Somehow Penn State's 20th in the playoff rankings. I don't get that at all. I think Penn State should be unranked. It's 9 a.m. on ABC. I think Wisconsin because I just don't like James Franklin at Penn State. Illinois and Nebraska, Big Ten Network for 9 a.m. I like Nebraska to get the third win. Maryland and Indiana, Big Ten Network on 9 a.m. I like Maryland to get the victory. Michigan and Rutgers. There's a reason that this is a 40-point spread. I like Michigan to win big. Northwestern over Iowa. I like Iowa to win 12:30 on the Fox. Purdue and Minnesota. I like Purdue to win 12:30 on the Big Ten Network. So let's go to the SEC real quick before we talk about the Pac-12. One of the ranking problems I had is LSU being at 7th. They got shellacked against Alabama. They should really be at that 12 to 15 range. I didn't think I think they should have dropped more, just a couple of spots. I don't get that. Florida and South Carolina, 9 a.m. on ESPN. Florida, once again, they got shellacked against Missouri, and somehow they're at 15. I would have dropped them out. They had an embarrassing loss. Florida should be unranked or at that 20 to 25 range. Ole Miss and A&M, CBS on at 9 a.m. A&M, they're very tough to beat at home. Mississippi State and Alabama, 12:30 if Alabama was normal and human. I would say that this is a trap game, but they're not. Alabama, number 2 in my poll. Number 1, I get it. Alabama's good. They're gonna once again probably win a national title. Like I said, Clemson, to me, in my eyes, I just like them a little bit better, but I get it. Most of the nation thinks Alabama is so great, so unbelievable, and I get it. They're a very great team, probably definitely the top 5 team of all time. Kentucky and Tennessee, 12:30, 11. Kentucky's sitting at 11. Like I said, they should have dropped further. On the SEC network, how's Kentucky gonna rebound after that Georgia loss? I think they will. Tennessee, they're 4-5. They need 2 more wins to get bowl eligible. No, I'm sorry, but if they get to 6 wins, Jeremy Pruitt should win the Coach of the Year in the SEC. Auburn and Georgia, the oldest rivalry in the South. ESPN at 4 o'clock. I think Georgia wins. I think Georgia's hitting on all cylinders, and they got to play better to beat Alabama in the SEC title game. Pac-12, UCLA, Arizona State, 11 a.m. And apparently this has no TV on it. This is going to be a very good game. UCLA, they might be 2-7, but they're not your average 2-7 team. Like I've been saying all year, they're just a very young team. Arizona State's very good at home. They probably win this ball game before they go up to Eugene next week. 12:30 on ESPN, Washington State and the Colorado Cougars. Now they're hunted. You probably lock up the Pac-12 North with this win. I think the Cougars will get the victory. Another Pac-12 network game at 6, Oregon State and Stanford. I know Oregon State is everybody's upset darling, but Stanford should win by at least 3 scores. Cal on the USC 7:30 on ESPN. Everybody wants to pick Cal, but I'm picking the USC. And those all year week 11 games. I'll preview the NFL week here coming soon. And once again, my name's been Jason, and like always, go Ducks.